What's up, fantasy freaks? It's time for my round 13 review. Got my Red Bull here, so hopefully I can keep some energy for this video. 10:20 at night in New Zealand, and been studying up hard trying to figure out the best trades, and we'll get to those shortly. So, round 13, 581 points. Finally dropped outside the top 500. Overall rank 585. As you can see looking at this team, it went to custard. I reversed my trades after posting in Fantasy Rogues what my trade ideas were, which were to do 3 trades. And after getting laughed at by the majority of people, I reversed them, thinking I would come back to it. And then my mate wanted to play poker on PokerStars, and then I just never came back to it. So, ended up luckily with Brayley as vice captain, and got 84 points. I would have captained Hines, so it only cost me 7 points. And looking at the rest of my team, Peachy 57, Papali'i 34, another poor game from him. Watson with 53, Brody Jones, who I brought in for Turbo, 42 points. He looks like a solid player, and that is why I got him in. And with Frizzell out, yeah. But I needed to free up cash as well to make the trades that I'm going to make this week. And I wanted to be bringing in players for round 17. And I know Turbo won't be playing round 17, so that's why I traded him. And he has the potential to miss this round and the round after, round 18 as well. So it's a calculated risk. I just hope Turbo doesn't play this week, and then it will have been worth it. If he plays, he probably scores 100. And that will just be killer. Moses with 25, horrible. God, just was a really bad week, especially with Alvaro 14, Olam 22, Momorovsky 28, Opachik 38, Laurie and Hines doing well with 49 apiece. McCullough with 42 as well. So many players underperforming to their average. And then Gamble with 44 points. And then he gets dropped. So not a good week really. And especially I worked out if I had made the trades that I wanted to and brought in Burton for Schuster and Albert Kelly for Walsh, that would have netted me 121 points. I would have been ranked 208, and I would have made about 80k from those 2 trades in 1 week. I mean, that's pretty good. And both of those players, Kelly and Burton, would be starting this week, whereas Walsh and Schuster both aren't playing this week. So, yeah. To say I'm gutted that I didn't go through with those trades is an understatement. And hopefully I can learn from that, and I won't bother going for advice in the future. I'll just go with my gut. Looking at my trades for this week, Alvaro to Avarillo just has a nice ring to it. And with Avarillo coming off an average of over 65 for the last 3, break even in the teens, and I need a half, all those things line up. Brayley with a break even in the 80s, and had a look at his numbers from previous seasons. He's never averaged over 50, and I think now's the time to get off him before he loses a bunch of cash. Korihara and Naira, he's also averaging over 65 for the last 3. And both of these players, Avarillo and CHN, play round 17. So, and I think CHN's break even's really low as well. So they're both going to bring in good points. They're good value and they play round 17. So yeah, pretty easy trades. Other trade options people could be looking at are Curran starting at lock for the Warriors this week. I'm happy to have a look at him for 1 week and see how he goes, especially coming off an injury. But he'll definitely be a target for next week. Also Hughes, who's doing really well at the Storm, looks to be in the top 3 for the halves this year, but he doesn't play round 17, so that's putting me off. And if we look at my team setup, so I've put McCullough at hooker, Harris vice captain, he's averaging 65, Papali'i and Watson. Fafita's averaging 75, I think, is it? Yep. So no brainer to have him as captain, especially if he is running at Walker. I think, is it? I think it's Roosters. Yep. So that could be a really good game for him. And then we've got Crichton, Avarillo and Moses, Momorowski and Peachy, Teddy, Laurie and Hines, CHN, Opachik, Olam and Jones as my bench. So I've got a lot of centres in this team and I'll be looking to move Olam on for sure. I'm interested to see how Olam goes with Munster back. I think his drop off in form could be related to Munster being out of the team, and hopefully with Munster back he gets some more ball and can show his running game. And that means Momorowski's more likely the one that I will trade out, because Burden will take his spot and then I'll still have centre cover. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So looking forward to State of Origin. Go the Mighty Maroons, and I will catch you guys in the next video.